So we just finished summer camp down in Ardmore, and it was a great success, thank God. Just in the car on the way home, we had a very kind of an interesting conversation about children falling and the various reactions that you can have. You know, the way you've got some children who, when they fall, they're shocked, and then in that moment they're trying to work out what happened and whether they'll cry or not. And if you can intervene and distract them, then maybe they won't cry, especially if they fell on your watch. You know, if you were responsible at the time. Ice cream? If you want ice cream? And they're just waiting for that moment. Will they cry? Won't they cry? Won't they cry? You're just hoping to God they won't. Then there are other children who come just with, again, balls of tears, and the world is after ending, and then you say, what's wrong with you? I got a scratch. And then you look at their leg, and it's like there's actually no scratch at all. And one of our community suggested that something that she had learned as the oldest sister of a family was that you tell your little sibling, okay, I'll get the magic grass. So you get some grass and you rub it on the scratch. Do you feel better now? Because that was magic grass, so it's all better now, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? No. And they need to find another solution or another distraction. But what I find interesting, and as I said before, is that I think as children or as adults, we can actually have similar reactions to things. You've got some children for whom everything is a problem, and the slightest scratch is going to lead to gangrene, any sort of an issue at all is just huge, tragic, and kind of hopeless. And then you've got other children. We've had some families come visit recently, and they're just, families, especially families full of lads, and they're bouncing off furniture, hitting their heads, and they're black and blue, right? Constantly falling, hitting themselves, and injuring themselves, but everything's fine. And I think as adults, and we have these kind of two extremes as well that we might be tempted to. One is that as soon as anything happens, it's where is God, where is God, where is God, and there's no hope and there's no solution, there's nothing we can do, and we're just, like leaves in the wind just getting cast around here, and there's no plan and there's no goal and there's no purpose, and it's all going to pot, and there's nothing we can do, and it's just hopeless. Give up now while you can, even if we could, but we can't because we're stuck. It's just this whirlwind of thoughts and misery and fear and memory, and it's just wowzers. Busy. Then there's the other kind of extreme where, look, at the end of the day, you're on your own, so you just have to make it work and just suck it up and get on with it. And you can imagine, you see the Lord looking at both of these situations going, no, not everything is tragic, and no, you can't do it on your own. Would you stop the whole lot of you? Right? I came to call sinners. It is not the healthy who need the doctor, but the sick. And this is the Lord's word, you see. So if we do fall and we are hurt, the Lord is saying, come to me. He's not saying lose ourselves in the distraction of despair and pain. He's also not saying get on with it on your own. He's saying, come to me. I'm the doctor of the soul. I am the solution. I am the way. I am the truth. I will give you life. But come to me. And that's, I think, our struggle so often as adults. We're not quite sure how that works. Either we think, as I say, things are just so bad that there's just no hope, or we feel we just have to push it all down and just get on with it. And neither solution bring peace, neither reaction are actually a solution, neither bring hope. Both can lead to sadness, depression, isolation. My goodness, neither are good at all. But it's like the age-old message of the Lord that we may not have heard or understood with our hearts, that the Lord has come to help, not to judge, to redeem and to heal and to bandage what's wounded, and not accuse us of our falls. So this is the message of hope. This is the message of joy. This is the message of the Lord. This is the good news, the gospel. That the Lord has come to seek and save what was lost. And that's you and I. I did not come to call the virtuous, but sinners. So hopefully we feel right at home there, because that's us. That's us. So we ask the Lord today, in our falls and woundedness and in our hurt, in our grief, whatever it may be, that we may find our refuge in him, who came not to call the virtuous, not to call the healthy, but the sick and the sinners.